Hey, what's going on? I'm Devin.
I'm Jeff.
And we are Basic Bros Reaction. Hey, what is going on? It is the Basic Bros Reactions here, and I am really excited because this is going to be round number 2 for me, but this is going to be your first time seeing Blackpink's new title track for Lovesick Girls.
Yes.
And so I'm really excited for you to see it because I really think that you're going to enjoy this song and this video. And I'm excited too because I've seen it before, so it's going to be cool to kind of re-look at it and kind of like be able to analyze it again, and also to talk and get your input about kind of a controversy that's been going on with the video and whatnot, which we can kind of talk about afterwards. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy, but this video is really blown up, and their album has done incredible. I believe it's like in the top 5 of K-pop albums ever released, like sales-wise in the first week. So it was competing because I'm pretty sure it's the highest girl group, and it's like competing right up there with like BTS and stuff like that, which is really rare for like a girl group to be put into that kind of same category with album sales, because it's a lot harder for girl groups to get that same kind of respect as boy groups and sales and everything like that. So it's really cool to see them out there. They've just been dominating. I guess they're going to be going on to do some live shows in Korea and whatnot. So it's going to be cool to kind of check those out and check out some of the live performances and everything. But it's a cool video, and so a cool song. It's very chill, but
Well, I'm really excited because I haven't really heard anything from the new album. I've just been kind of waiting for this to be my first time with you guys. So we'll see.
Yes. Okay. So we will get into this video in 3, 2, 1.
I already like the feel of it.
Love her with the bangs. Decent with the ball. I like her kind of cadence with this rap.
Who's that person with her? Oh, I love her voice. She was so pretty. Oh, I love her pink hair.
Yes.
Yeah, very dance, electronic dance type vibe with the song. You hear that sound?
I love that, I love hearing them kind of like singing together, like harmonizing. We don't hear that too often in the title tracks.
That's true. Does she usually rap?
Yes. She just hasn't rapped in like the last couple of title tracks, but she's the main rapper for the group.
She's so pretty. I like their outfits, like their style in this video. It's so cool. It's so funky. It's so cool. Oh, that's so cute.
I love getting to see their interactions with each other and stuff too. Ooh.
Wow, Blackpink.
him in that car in the field reminds me of that Little Mix video that we
It
reacted to.
does, yeah. Kind of reminds me of the end of summer, that vibe. I love that. I can't say I don't know what I still don't know what the controversy would be off of that. Who is that mystery, like, love interest, like, in the video?
It was just some guy, because they had a guy that was in, like, in Playing with Fire. Rose was with a guy to
because that one Lisa was like laying on his shoulder, and then later on it was like Rose was with him. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I saw like what Jenny and one of the like they were fighting.
Yeah,
I don't remember Jisoo with him.
I think each one of them kind of represented a different part, and Jisoo was just kind of like on her own and just kind of like trying to find happiness within herself type of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was like, I wasn't sure, but I really don't know what the controversy is. I thought that video was really cool. I really, really like the scene when they're in the pink car, because I really feel like it's perfect time. Like, that's another thing about like these releases. I feel like it's all about timing, and that's definitely, it seems like it's definitely a perfect timing, because it's like the end of summer, and it kind of gives you that vibe that you're going into fall, like into another season. So it kind of gives me that vibe. The song itself, like Lovesick Girls, like, I don't know, maybe it also gives me like, I can relate. I feel like everyone can kind of relate to this song, you know, like, some people are just like happy being alone, but then still you always are trying to find someone too. Mm-hmm. Like, even if you say like, oh, I'm happy being alone, but you know, I still like think low key everyone's just like, but it would be nice to have someone, you know, even though it's there's no problem with you being alone, but still, like, I still always feel like there's probably maybe something, even if you don't realize it, that, you know, like they're saying about like deep down why am I always looking for someone still, you know? I don't know. But yeah,
And it was really cool because I feel like with each of these 3 tracks that you released videos to, it showed completely different sides of them.
It did.
Like How You Like That was kind of more, you know, they're hard hitting what they kind of been doing, and then Ice Cream was just something super fun, super girly, super cute. And then this one was like more chill, a little bit of a deeper meaning within the song, lyrically a little bit more.
Even in the video,
it was like, it wasn't as, like, it was still beautiful, but it wasn't as flashy. They didn't have as much stuff going on. And it was more about trying to tell the story of the song as opposed to having huge like set pieces. But even Ice Cream was like a lot of visually, like a lot of colors, a lot of cool things that you're doing set, and like How You Like That was just crazy, like stuff going on. But with this one, it was like toned down, but that matched with the song and what was trying to be expressed. And it was really cool to see them really pulling off this acting. Each one of the members just really acting and really selling the song to you.
That's exactly what I was gonna say too. Like, I love like their acting in it. They just really give it their all. Like, you know, like you can see the emotion. Like, I'm just like, they really need to do like their own like K-drama spin-off. Like, you know, like, oh, and that'd be the perfect K-drama, Lovesick Girls.
Yeah.
Like all like 4 girls. Oh my god, they should totally do that. Like 4 girls going off and like being independent women, but then like slowly like maybe having like, you know, fun, you know, I don't know. I think I would watch that.
I think we got
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you guys start listening, Black Tea, like they would be perfect for that. I would love that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm excited to speak about that.
It was like,
oh gosh, but yeah, that'd be so cool. But yeah, I guess what is the controversy? I don't know what it would be.
So it's kind of crazy, and I didn't even know because I heard that they were actually going to re-release the video and edit it out. Okay. But it was the part in Jenny's rap where she's dressed like a nurse.
Oh, I didn't even see that, I guess.
And they were like saying like that it was like demeaning to nurses, and that and that they were sexualizing being a nurse and everything. And so I forget, but like the actual a union of like the nurse union in Korea actually wrote to YG Entertainment about it and was making it a big deal. And for the life of me, I couldn't, because like when I watched the video, I didn't think anything of it because it went perfectly with the lyrics, and it wasn't like she was like strutting around and like she was literally just sitting there. It's not like she had like a low shirt, like because I can understand how like certain
like
positions,
Halloween, Halloween America, like all these, everyone's a nurse,
and all that.
But
like to me, it was just because like from like, and even watching it again under the perspective of that, like there didn't seem to be anything
like
it was
negative towards it.
It was just literally her sitting there. It wasn't like, like I said, it wasn't like it was like a crop top, or it wasn't like it was like a low, like she had it buttoned down low, or any, like I really just didn't
was
see
it like a nurse, like, or scrubs, or what did it look like?
She just had her little white, like a white
like a
skirt,
dress kind of, Did she have a hat on?
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
How did I miss that? Like, that's the thing. Every time I watch one of these, like, I know I miss stuff, but I don't know. Like, what do you think, Devin? Like, I guess, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, I can understand why YG decided, because they, like they said, they talked about editing the video, and I think that sometimes it's easier if you offend people to just kind of be like, I get it, even if I don't necessarily 100% agree with it. I could kind of see, but for me, I'm like, I've seen in plenty of K-pop videos where people have been like sexy nurses,
I've seen that,
like all the time,
or school girls,
and nobody made a big deal about that, and so that's why I couldn't understand why they made such a big deal about this. And it was like, the scene was like literally like 15 seconds if that, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't like she was strutting around or like doing something like even anything remotely seductive. She was sitting there like writing like she's a nurse, right? And that's what I couldn't get, is like I could kind of see if in some videos where they've done different things, but I just didn't see it at all.
So I don't agree. Like, I don't agree with it, but I can see why. I can kind of see the convoluted reasoning, kind of why, as to why these nurses are up in arms. It's more of like, oh, hey, like you're trying to glamorize a profession where we worked very hard. We really, I can see them like they, like bust day and night taking care of patients, and it is like that's one of the things, like I cannot imagine being a nurse. Like, they're definitely angels, because I can never do what they do, like going to work every day, especially with COVID going on and all that. So honestly, in a sense, I can see why, I guess I
can get the mindset of it, but in this context, I didn't see anything that was like.
And to me, it's just more like, is it, it's all about the intent too, and obviously BLACKPINK, they don't have any sort of intention of, demeaning or, demeaning nurses or their profession anyway, and so I can see why nurses are up in arms, but I really feel like it's a very, I feel like it's maybe a big stretch for them to even like pull all this and then go to YG, like, I don't know. I feel like, honestly, I really feel like in this day and age, a lot of people, they get offended over a lot of different things, where it's like, if you don't like it, just don't watch it. Don't watch the music video. Like, if you're a nurse and that, like, you don't like that, like, just don't watch it. Like, that's the thing. I just, if you don't like it, just don't watch it. Just separate yourself from it, So it's just, I don't know. Like, I guess it's just, to me, I just feel like people getting up in arms about certain things, and then having artists and everything, it's, I feel like it's really like cutting into people's creativity too. And it's more like, if you feel like an artist is controversial or you don't like what they did, then just don't support them anymore, or like, you don't have to watch it, but I feel like for them to kind of go out of their way and like, but I guess maybe at the same time, they're also trying to make a point as well, like make themselves be heard.
But if they're making a point, why choose this video of all videos?
Exactly.
There's like I said, like I try to, and I feel like we try to be as subjective as possible. We try to but for me, it's like you said, like you're saying, like I could kind of see, but I didn't see it in this video at all. And so I can see why they would have issues and stuff, but to choose like this video and to choose Blackpink and
I feel like they're kind of picking on him.
Yeah, it's like like why now? Like you know, and if you disagree with us, like please let us know in the comments.
Especially any of you nurses out there.
Let us know in the comments because we're genuinely trying to understand. Because for me, I get the reasoning behind it, but I didn't see anything in that video in that 15 seconds that was like really like
Because I feel like if Blackpink in one of their videos like dress up as my profession, I'd actually be really excited.
Like,
oh my god!
Like it's so cool.
Yeah, like I feel like it's probably, if anything, maybe they were even trying to throw a nod towards like nurses, like they're human too. They have like the same emotion. You know what I mean? Like, because that's another thing too, is that I feel like really with patients nowadays, like they're very demanding, and I've heard it from like some of my nursing friends, like it's getting to the point where it's like patients, they're more demanding, more talent, more unhealthy. Like some patients, they really don't want to take care of themselves, so you see the same patients over and over, so but like at the same time, like nurses aren't robots, they're actually human people with actually emotions and feelings, and they have families of their own, things that they're dealing with as well. So on the other hand, I could see Blackpink even throwing a nurse character in there to kind of maybe even put a nod towards nurses, like, hey, they actually have emotions, they have other things going on too. Maybe they're going through a breakup, or like some being lovesick or whatever too. So I don't know, but I feel like I think I agree with you, Devin. I feel like that's a big stretch. Because obviously this music video, there's nothing like derogatory towards the nurses. I really think that I feel like it's kind of picking on like Blackpink in this sense, for them to go all the way to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's so many, like you said, so many other videos like that. That is more, like I don't know, exploitative, so. And I feel like if they feel that strongly, they really need to go down and maybe write letters to the whole theme of Halloween. Like seriously, oh my god. I don't know how it is in Korea, that in America it's pretty, sexy nurse is a very common costume. Yeah, so but I don't know.
And I didn't even, like I said, find that to be like I said, anything that was even remotely sexy besides maybe her. But
she's just pretty. Maybe that's why she's a pretty girl.
She was wearing heels, maybe. But even that, then it's But
But I don't know. I mean, we would love to hear your comments about that, especially to nurses out there. Because I'm in the healthcare field too, so. But I'm not a nurse, and I can never do what you guys do. So really kudos to you guys, and we apologize if maybe we're not on the same page. But we would like to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, we definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, we really love Blackpink, and regardless of, I feel like what's in the video, I really feel like they have very good intentions. It's not as if they have bad intentions, or they're trying to exploit any sort of profession or anything. So that's one of the things, is more of you can just. They can you can think that you just let them move on with their lives, so. But yeah, so what did you rate the? What you already rated it, right? Did you already rate it?
I can re-rate it. But first, I want to hear what you would rate it.
Okay, I would rate it a 9.0. I really like the video. I really think my favorite part was I don't know. There's actually a few parts I really liked. I really liked the rapping, especially when Jenny came out with the rap. Lisa was awesome, and then when Jenny rapped, I think it just really surprised me. So I was a little taken aback. So I think I was just a little surprised. And then Rose, I really loved her singing, and Jisoo singing too. So I don't know. I think I had a lot of different snaps of favorite parts I really liked. So I would say 9.0.
Okay.
What would you say?
And I originally had given it an 8.8, but I'm gonna be bumping it up to a 9.2. I think that from watching it again, and I've watched it more than just this one time again, but just to kind of the lyrics and kind of looking into the lyrics of it and actually being able to digest it and whatnot, it's really bumped it up because I already thought that it was a really good song. It's really catchy. I love that they really each got time to shine and whatnot, and they got to show off a little bit more of their vocal abilities and whatnot, and the rapping was great. But I just think that it was really cool to get like a pretty meaningful song because, like I said, one of my favorite like title tracks from BLACKPINK was actually "Stay," and it was kind of like more of a kind of, I wouldn't say like a ballad per se, but it was just kind of more of a chill song that was a lot of emotion. And this kind of reminded me in the veins of that. It wasn't like, that similar, but just more along being able to show different side of them. And I really appreciate them, and I really appreciate all the work that they did into putting the album together and whatnot. And it really shows, and I'm really proud of them that they've been able to do so well because it's been 4 years since they debuted and they finally have an album, but and we haven't listened to the whole album because I think we're gonna do an album review eventually or something like that. But even bro number 2, Jeff, was like telling us about how it was really good and telling us about some of the songs and whatnot. And so we're excited to hear, but I'm really excited for the success that they have got because they've worked really, really hard for it and been through a lot to get to this point. So really happy to see them achieve all these great things that they're achieving right now. So
I was really surprised and pleasantly surprised by the song and the video. So I'm really excited for what they have next, and I'm really excited for the album review as well. So I guess don't forget to comment below and let us know your thoughts on the video and whether you agree, disagree, what else you guys are really excited about with BLACKPINK coming up. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button, and then ding the bell so you don't miss any notifications from us. And thanks again for tuning to Basic Bros Reaction.